everyone. Welcome to No Title Needed, our weekly podcast right here at Feinstein's Cabaret at the Hotel Carmichael in Carmel, Indiana, US of A. I am Cynthia Collins.
And I'm Scott Osborne.
As always.
And still.
We still and forever, and we are your co-hosts. And this week, I'm very excited about our guest. I am proud to call her friend. And it is Angela Poindexter Short.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, she's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
She is. And thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
And we've known each other for, I don't know, 2 years.
Like forever. I feel like you're my real sister. That's what I do.
Okay, this is why.
I'm serious. I love you, girl. I met her.
Stop it.
Let's hear the story.
This is why she's so awesome. It's like, it's too much.
You walked into the door, remember, on the bike. My husband and I was scared to talk to you because you were so serious.
Well, because I am to say hi. No,
So you're working out. You were just
yeah,
a beast.
I am like that. She's
In
right.
class. Yep. Oh, yeah.
But guess who's like that now? Wow. I'm like, Mark, I'm gonna be just like her when I grow up. So you notice me now? I'm like the same way. I put my hand on the bike. I'm going fast. You notice that? I do
down.
everything you do now. You're my hand.
Oh my God, that class. Real quick. I mean, you just met. You don't.
Right.
You do not know Angela, but you do now.
Yes.
And real quick, you and I met because your husband Mark teaches a class at InCycle at City Center here in Carmel. It is the gospel ride.
Gospel spin class.
It is
That show
a
there
spin
once.
class at InCycle.
Yeah. At
Oh, yes, we did.
Show.
We
Yeah.
interviewed Kathy Miller.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kathy
yeah, the ex-owner. She sold the place.
Yes.
But Mark teaches this spin class that's called the Gospel Ride every Sunday at noon.
So motivating.
It's really quite incredible.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite classes.
And the people we meet, like you, and everybody there comes with a good attitude. If you come with a bad, you leave with a good attitude.
Yes,
Right.
it's everybody.
What it does for you. Yeah.
Everybody who takes the class is so cool. And you guys have your core people
Yes, we do.
also.
And you are my core person. You're part of the group.
Thank you. I know I am. Thank you. And they, you have just this core thread that you send out. You're so good. I mean, you're so good at advertising the class.
Mark,
I ask about the core. Is there like a nerdy group?
the serious group, like, oh,
They're very there. They're
same seat. You're trying to save your seat for you sometimes.
Oh my God, I know.
But now I just want you by me, okay? You notice I switch your seat?
I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting so spoiled.
And it sounds like adult high school in a way.
I said it Andrew. Save your bike. Because I'll come running in.
I know.
Shovel.
She's awesome.
Okay, so that's the main thing. Like how we met and how I met Mark. And you're like a power couple again. Another power couple. Really, you're both extraordinary people. When I first met you, and it's really like I was like, these people can't be real. I mean, they're so cool. They're so nice. They're so welcome. That's a good thing. So you're welcoming.
You have to be.
You're welcome.
You have to be.
I know what I mean? Because you have to be, because nobody's going to come back to the class if you're
It's too short not to be.
and in life too, right?
And just make people feel inclusive. And that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's a real thing. Everywhere I go, that's how I try to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're the real deal. And you,
Daddy.
yeah, you're so
Call me well.
yes. The Poindexter clan,
Yes.
who still get together every year.
Faithfully, we have our reunions. We have about 250 at our family reunions. That's 9 of us.
Yes.
I'm number 4. It's 4 girls and 5 boys. And I'm number 4, right in the middle. The middle left out child.
Well, out of 9, yeah. 9.
We're all still living.
Yeah.
I have a client.
Wow.
Right. So, and that's wonderful. So much. My God. So,
What a reunion, too. That sounds like so much fun.
okay.
God.
Like, is it like a weekend?
Yeah,
It's a
especially when cousins
It's like
come
a
out.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. It's a week.
Oh,
The last one was in Las Vegas.
that's right.
Remember? Yeah, Las Vegas.
Didn't your mother want you to go there?
Mom came. All the siblings are always there.
Yeah.
Our kids. Now, Las Vegas, because we flew, it was a little like maybe 150. We had it in Indy. It was about 250. Chicago, Detroit, people can drive. St. Louis, it's easier to drive than fly. So Mark and I hosted, we had about 250.
Oh my gosh.
So much.
Okay.
So is this are these destinations via where families located?
We vote. Every other year we vote who wants to take a reunion, and there's usually 2 or 3 people want to take it. So we vote on who wants to take it. So Mark and I won the vote. We had it in Indianapolis, and like I say, it's because it's a neutral spot. You have a lot of people.
Crossroads.
And then the next person was my niece in D.C. So 2 years later, we had it in D.C. We had a tour of the White House. We had a chance to see some of the things Obama was doing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Then this last time was Las Vegas. The next time it's going to be a cruise. Somebody put
A cruise.
Nice.
Oh, you're just gonna. Well, that's basically the entire ship.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take over.
Probably so.
We are here.
Probably so.
Poindexter's
You have to
have
come, girlfriend. You may have to come to this reunion, okay?
Want to go?
Come on, girl. We are all inclusive. We invite our friends. Come.
That sounds like a blast.
I would need a vacation after.
It will.
The
My family is live. Yeah, a lot of dancing. You love that. A lot of dancing.
that's like my family. Come to the
All the slides you can eat, we're doing them.
Oh my God.
That sounds fantastic.
Okay, so let's get into you. You are very big with the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. I know you're extremely involved in that.
Love it.
How did you get involved? What made you?
Motivation.
Yeah.
As far as my career, I'm a social worker,
Yes.
psychotherapist. I work with people living with severe mental illnesses, and I've done this for a large part of my life, work with people. That gave me the journey to do something personal. I have boys, had 2 sons, never had a girl. Mark, my husband, was a big, and he had a little boy. And he would come over to the house, and Mark would ask him, like, questions. He would like, yes, no. Like, Mark, no. You like to ask open-ended questions. So I would say, so tell me, what did you do in school today? And he would give me all this. I was like, wow. I said, sweetheart, yeah, you got to be, have to know how to talk to these kids. So he said, why don't you come with me? They're having like another orientation. So I went and I signed up. And I got a little girl, and she was at that time 10. She's 15 now.
Okay.
I would see her every other weekend. We go to the movies, we go to get our nails done, we go shopping, we go to the plays, we go to the library, museum. I try to expose her to things that she had never seen before. Mom's single, 4 kids, and just life is different for them. So I feel that I've been blessed. Why not share that with somebody else? And she was very happy and appreciative. Now she's a teenager.
Right.
Teenagers change, right? So she's not so happy and chit-chat with me right now. But I think it's a stage she's going through. I think she'll come back to me eventually. But now I'll see her, and she's kind of quiet. I have to ask those open-ended questions, which is kind of, stressful. But I'm in for it for the long run. I'm going to stick with this little girl. She's going to college.
That's really
Let me make sure she get there, too.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of fun stuff together.
Because a lot of people give up on kids.
I
Yeah.
refuse to.
They
She can't give it to me.
That's fantastic.
They just give up on them and they're lost.
I refuse. Nobody gave up on me, so
Yeah.
I'm with her.
Yeah. That's a testament to your personality and the fortitude and everything, what kind of person you are. Did you listen? They obviously love you in this Big Brother Big Sister
I love it.
organization because you're very highly regarded in the organization. Don't be humble, as you are, aren't you?
I mean, I'm blessed. Anything they ask me to do, I'm going to do it. They had the Mentors of the Year. I think it was at my party. Yes. They had Mentors of the Year. They selected me and my little to be one of the recipients. So that was fun. I sent a little video too.
Okay.
Just some things that we did since she was smaller until now. Little videos, little prizes that she kind of won. I go to her school events, her function. Now she's a cheerleader. So I'm at the games with her cheering. So like I said, I'm going to be with this little girl until she goes.
Excellent.
They gave us an award.
Well, she's going to realize, kids do, they realize later,
They do.
wow,
Would you?
look what I got. They might not, during the kids,
I know.
they're teenagers, but after they're like, look what they appreciate it.
That's why I'm not giving up on her.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, when she was younger, she talked nonstop.
Sure.
Told me about school, what she did, her grades. But now it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
I must still talk to the little kid.
Yeah.
I said, you're not getting rid of me, sweetheart. I said, so when did you become shy? She said, when I became a cheerleader.
Oh,
Right.
Just be a thing. So I'm still chit-chatting with her. I'm still asking open questions. I'm like, give me eye contact.
yeah.
Say thank you. I'm trying to teach her things.
Sure.
So it's a good experience for her and also for me.
Yeah. And it's a bit of a challenge, but it's a good challenge.
It is.
Right.
Yeah, right?
It is.
How did you get into social work? That's not easy.
Yeah.
That is a very
Not easy at all.
hard profession.
It is. I thought I wanted to be in journalism.
Okay.
I went to Central State University of Ohio. And first I went to Wayne State University in Michigan. Huge school, full ride, full scholarship. thousands and thousands of people. I felt like I was nobody in this big school. Saying hi to people, they barely able to speak to me. I'm like, this is so weird. I want to have an experience with college, be like a family. So I transferred to Central State University, HBCU. It's in Ohio, about 2,000 students. One of the first guys I met was Mark Short, whom I married, became best friends.
Did you know his brother or something?
No, Mark has a brother that's 7 years younger.
Oh, okay.
So,
Mark brought you home.
he brought me home to meet his mom.
That's it.
So I met him my freshman year, like one of the first guys I met. We became best friends. He, communication major, so was I. We had classes together, and he was a great communicator, great speaker.
he is.
And so we had all the classes together. So I'm like, Mark, do your thing. But my heart is kind of like wanting to help people, right? I did an internship. I didn't really love it. It was just very favoritism, very cutthroat journalism and television. This may not be for me.
Yeah.
So when I graduated, I did some work with insurance company, but I volunteered at a children's home. And I said, oh my God, these were little kids from like 5 years old to like 15, been in just the worst homes, dysfunctional homes, abuse, mental, physical. And I'm like, loving this. I quit my job, which was making decent money, to work there, which was making minimum wage. That's how much my heart was.
Of course.
Granted, I was married, and Mark had money, so I could actually afford that.
Yeah.
But it was that much of a passion for me that it was worth making a little money to build up this here experience. And then I ended up going to get my master's degree.
Yeah.
Because you got to get the master's degree.
You have to get your master's to be a social worker. Yes.
And I got into when I was growing up, my mom and dad, we did a lot of ministry work. We would go to nursing homes. We would go to the youth homes. We would go to the prisons. And so I always had that desire to give back. And I always felt, you know what, it could be me one day. It could be me. So I'm blessed that it's not me, but let me bless somebody else. And it feels so good to give back. You just see the thankfulness in their eyes. The ones who can't speak, who can communicate, those who can't, that's okay. I know in their heart that they're happy. And so I'm like, I want to do something that I would do for free. And this is something I would do for free.
Okay.
And I love it.
And then you got your master's, didn't you?
I started my master's in Columbus, Ohio, and then we moved to Cleveland. My husband's in sale. We moved to Cleveland, and then we moved to New Jersey. So I started my master's at Rutgers University, which is
Rutgers,
Rutgers University.
Yeah.
Another big school, though, guys.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the one I was in. It was huge. Compared to like small, like I was at a school in Ohio that was very small. Rutgers is huge. So then we moved again to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Went to Eastern Nazarene, a very small Christian college. I'm all about smallness.
Yeah.
Small Christian school, about maybe 40 in our class.
Oh my God.
I did my internship at Harvard University, which was an amazing experience. I was at a school working with kids that were abused, and I was their therapist, trying to help them decide their life, and also working with the parents. One thing I learned in this field is that when you're working with kids, you have to get to the root of the problem, and that's the parents, that's the siblings, because no matter what has happened, they still love them.
Yes.
So you got to help them. You got to bring them too. So I was able to kind of work with the mothers, the grandparents who are raising these kids nowadays, right?
Yep.
And enable them and empower them so that they can feel powerful to help their loved ones.
So helping one kid often ends up helping 7 people.
The whole generation.
Yeah.
The whole village.
Yeah.
If the mother's not there, where's the aunt? Where's the sibling? Where's the godmother? Where's the neighbor? Where's the pastor? There's somebody in that family that you can reach that can help those kids.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. What? And I know, right? Time is flying by. But we'll be right back with No Title Need.
Hey everyone, we are back with No Title Needed. Cynthia Collins
Scott Osborne.
and our lovely guest, Angela Short. Angela's a social worker. She works with Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. She's huge in that organization. She gives back constantly, which a lot of people don't. I think that's a rarity when people do what you're doing. Social work is not an easy profession, and it takes a lot out of you. Because I know other social workers, and it can be very draining, but rewarding, as you say, right? At the end of the day, you're like, I helped. Even if you've helped, like we say, one person, it's spreading.
It feels so good. Like you said, just one person makes a huge difference.
Yes, and you're one person doing marvelous
It
things.
just fills your heart. That's
God.
that's wonderful.
Let me ask you, you're doing all this, great, you're awesome. What do you want to continue? What do you for the future?
Okay.
Okay, and you have a very busy life. You have 2 sons. They have kids,
Grandbabies.
Congratulations.
but you just went and visited. Okay, and so you're very busy. You have your work. Plus you do a lot for that gospel ride.
Love it.
Okay, so you're like, Mark is like, I'm sorry, he's fantastic in that class.
Yes.
But without you, it's not the same.
Tell him that, please.
You weren't there last week,
No.
and I was, and it was a different class. I can tell you that much.
Ooh,
So it's just different.
it is.
Yeah, you're just
We're an item.
it's together. You do it. You really do it together. But what do you want to continue to do? Do you want to, like, after this? This is a long journey you have with this young lady.
I love this. I want to be in her life. I do. I want to take her on college tours.
Right.
I've learned that people who've never gone to college, like the parents, they are scared when the kids go to school
Okay.
because they're leading me.
Right.
Guess what? They're not leading you. They're going to enhance their life and they're going to enhance your life. So I want to make sure the mother and her siblings go with her for a college tour with me.
Okay.
That's my desire,
Yeah.
to be able to help her and just show her the light. I've introduced her to my sorority sisters. I'm in a sorority too, by the way.
It's huge for you.
Alpha, Kappa Alpha sorority, the first African-American sorority founded at Howard University in 1908.
Yeah.
The largest.
Oh,
It's a wonderful thing.
It's huge
Wow.
with you. Your sorority sisters, you're very close with
Very
them.
close.
You got to have a get together too, don't you?
We often we do community service, which is another great thing. We work at different shelters,
Yeah.
hospitals, schools. We do a lot of volunteer. That's what it's all about, giving back.
Yeah.
So I want to continue to work with my sorority.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to do is really take care of myself. Like I like to travel. You know, we've gone cruises. I want to continue. I thought maybe my next career I could be like a travel agent and go places for free. Oh my God, is that fun?
That's just one
What
more
better
thing to put on your
recommendation?
plate.
That's going to be just like
One
free.
more thing.
After I retire.
Yeah.
2 years, I'm going to retire.
Okay.
2 years. Mark, we're going to retire together. I
Okay.
just want to travel the world.
Is he at Lilly?
He's at Lilly.
Okay.
And I'm with Johnson & Johnson Pharmacy.
That's right. You're with Johnson & Johnson. That's right. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
real power couple.
It's one of the things, like social work, you don't really make that much money, FYI, right? You don't pretty much give your money like a teacher. When you work for a pharmaceutical company, they have a lot of resources that you now can provide because they have the resources.
Yeah.
So for the first time in my career, I'm able to really utilize the resources they have to support my patients. And
Good.
I have the state of Indiana,
It should be, though. But good.
I have Michigan, and I have Chicago. So I travel
Yeah.
with and I go to hospitals, I go to clinics, I go to group homes, I educate them on mental illness and that they are more than their diagnosis. You're a person with a personality, you have goals. This is just one thing that you're dealing with, but it doesn't define you as a person.
So that's what there's a saying, don't let my addiction define me all the way. They're humans and they have a problem. They definitely have a problem.
They need to know that. They don't know that.
They have an addiction.
Don't tell them that.
And yeah, but
It's a disease state.
it absolutely
We got to
is.
sign up for this.
No.
So my role is to do that. I educate them, empower them.
Yeah.
What a great job that is.
Oh my gosh.
It's fantastic.
Oh, we have this job.
I feel so
Special. Yeah, gosh.
Oh my Lord.
What am I doing?
I gotta
Doing a lot.
I gotta pick it up.
Oh, you're
Okay.
pretty phenomenal. I've seen you do your plays and your singing and dancing.
I mean, hopefully that we feel that helps people too. Does someone can sit in a theater for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and have a little bit of escapism or realization? It's not just entertainment. It's entertainment. It's education. It's engagement, and it's something. Theater should be something that you go home and talk about after you see the show and
Talent
discuss.
you guys have.
And
If
discuss.
you can inspire someone.
Then if you can inspire, it's
And you do.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I had my surgery. I had reconstructive foot surgery.
Oh, that's right.
And I had my little boot and my little wheelchair. This was the first place I went was to see her play. And it was uplifting and powerful. It made me feel so good.
Do you remember that one?
Do I know?
Do you
Yeah,
remember?
what was that one?
Me too.
It was seen with the newspaper. type inquirer minds like that.
Wait, did you what? Did you come see Forbidden Broadway when we all did the spoofs on all the spoofs on all the?
Wonderful, yeah.
It's so fun.
That's it.
That one was so
It was a
fun.
Newsy spoof, and we split the news break.
Yeah.
So that was inspiring.
Oh my gosh,
That uplifted me.
that's a fun show.
It was
and
great.
exhausting. Okay, go.
Okay. Question of the week.
Yes.
What is your most vivid childhood memory? Not necessarily your best, not necessarily your favorite, but most vivid.
I am ashamed to tell you, but I will tell you the truth. As I told you, we have a lot of siblings, right? And so I had 5 siblings, and my mother decided to have another baby. I was pissed off. Isn't that awful? Selfish, angry. I was asking, Mom, what are you doing?
Yeah,
And I said this to her. I said, how many kids you gonna have? Yeah. She said, mothers don't play. Yeah, she gave me the eye. But she had my sister, Sonia. We're 8 years apart.
Okay.
8 years apart, she started off.
Oh, that's
Which means that I was not going to be the baby girl anymore.
why you were angry.
Very selfish.
You're like, I'm not the baby.
Not the baby.
Yeah.
And now you got another little girl that's going to take all the thunder. Selfish, right?
Yeah, but it's normal for
I don't know about that.
No,
How is it?
Yeah, you
I
can.
was old enough to know better, but
No. Do you have one?
I do.
I don't. Yeah.
All right, so this is a quick silly story. I was we used to do promotions for Chick-fil-A.
oh yeah.
And I was in a Chick-fil-A cow costume at a Butler basketball game doing the mascot. And at the time, I was really into the Rubik's Cube. And during one of the kids in the band was playing with the Rubik's Cube, trying to solve it during the game.
Oh, God.
And my dad at the time was my handler. I nudged him and said, go grab that cube. And so I, in a Chick-fil-A cow costume, solved a Rubik's Cube in front of the band. And the funniest part was there was a home team free throw going on as I finished it, and the entire band section erupts, and it is simultaneous to the free throw. And it's so it just interrupted the free throw of the Butler game.
Amazing.
It was a funny story. But very vivid.
Very vivid. Okay, your turn.
I can't. Are you kidding?
You got lots.
I have lots. Of course, we all have lots of memories that are very crystal
Yeah.
clear. And
What about a Jersey one? Anything in New Jersey? Come on now.
oh, anything in Jersey, especially being down the shore. Especially being down the shore every summer.
Yes.
Very vivid memories of the shore, which I still go, of course. So always when I'm down the shore, those memories stick with you because I'm in one of my favorite all-time places in the world. If I could have a house there, I would. I really would. And I'm fortunate enough that actually my brother has a house there.
Oh.
So we all
Yeah.
go there. We all congregate there, which is wonderful. Many, many Jersey Shore memories, especially when my aunt and uncle used to get a house down there, actually, every summer. It was a gorgeous old home. They'd rent it right on the beach in Mantoloking. And there are some pretty heavy memories there of when I was a kid. God, just great summers there in that
Yeah.
house that unfortunately Hurricane Sandy
Oh, no.
destroyed. Yeah. And we went back to take a look at it.
Was it gone?
And it was
Rebuilt?
just still standing on giant pylons that you don't realize the houses are under giant pylons under the sand.
Yeah.
Well, that was all gone. So the pylons were the house was intact.
Nice.
Now, my aunt and uncle didn't own it. They rented it. So,
Sure.
yeah.
So they.
But we all went back to see it. And it was like one of the most depressing days of my life.
I can imagine.
Looking at the house, you know what I mean?
But my heart, you still got the memories, all right? They took that away.
And my mother made a sketch of the house. My mother was an artist by hobby.
Did you
And
keep
she, I have it framed in my home. And she sketched just a pencil sketch of the house. Oh,
There
goes the show.
There you go. It's called Spiel, and life goes on.
Sure does.
On that note,
Just like that house.
That's
It's
right.
Spiel, but life goes
That's
on.
right.
Yes.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute. All right. Well, thank you, Angela. You're awesome. Thank you for taking the time to be with us here
What a
today.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure getting to know you.
Yeah, right?
Seriously,
She's
she's
fantastic.
wonderful. Yeah.
And thank you all so much for joining us for No Title Needed. I'm Cynthia Collins.
I'm Scott Osborne.
And we'll see you next week with another wonderful person sitting across from us. Come on over to Feinstein's, see a show. wide variety of entertainment here. They are have something going on almost all the time. So it's not just cabaret acts; it's all kinds of things happening in this space. So do yourself a favor. Come on over to Feinstein's Cabaret at the Hotel Carmichael and treat yourself and others to a show. Thanks so much. We'll see you.